Joy and unity, patriots. That's what that whole Democratic convention was about, joy and unity. And taking back patriotism from us because, we abused it and molested it and stuff like that. But anyway, joy and unity, well, that disgusts us, don't it? I mean, we can't stand that joyfulness and unity stuff. I mean, that right there to us, that says those Democrats are weak because they show compassion. They care about other human beings and stuff like that. Joy and unity. No, that ain't us at all. See, we're just the opposite. Our party is cruelty and division. Straight up cruelty and division. So therefore, we do not like us any joy and unity. See what I mean? So anyway, those Democrats don't understand that. They're like Smurfs. They're blue, and they're joyful. They've got a little unified village. They just want to live in their little Smurf village, all joyful and unified. And all we wanted to do is destroy their little Smurf village. Just because of their joy and their unity. That's why, because we don't like happiness, we love us some cruelty. Therefore, we are Gargamel and his cat Azrael. That's who we are. We just want to destroy the Smurfs and their little Smurf village just because they're happy. And we don't like us some happiness, That's it in a nutshell, really. The Smurfs there, the Democrats, they've got this thing, their DEI, that diversity, equity, and inclusion, as if they've cornered the market on it, They don't never talk about that we've got some stuff like that too on our side. They don't talk about that. I mean, we've got diversity. We've got tall white people, short white people, skinny white people, fat white people, ugly white people. We got narcissists, sociopaths, just soulless, heartless, cruel people. We've got that. That's a diverse group of people we got right there. So we've got that diversity. Oh, and equity. We've got that too. We believe that everybody who's Caucasian is equal. Well, not the women because they're property. But it is what it is. We've got that equity too. Now inclusion. Not so much. We don't do that thing. Now we have got exclusion. If you ain't of the Caucasian persuasion, you're excluded from our little club over here. So we've got DEE instead of DEI. But our acronym even gets even bigger, which means that we believe stronger. We don't just stop there at DEE. We're xenophobes. I believe you spell that with a Z. So DEEZ, D's. And we like to say the N-word an awful lot when we're not in front of a camera, don't we, patriots? So then we've got that in there, and we're generally ugly people. So we got a U, and we're traitors, Traitors, traitors to this country. So we've got a T there too, and we're sociopaths. So we got an S. That's D's nuts. That's right, MAGA. D's nuts in your throat, bitch. That's what that is. D's nuts in your throat, bitch. But anyway, so that's us, D's nuts. And, they did a study here recently on what is it that makes MAGA MAGA. What's under the hood there? What is that? And people just tend to think that it's just a bunch of poor white trash in a trailer park. That's MAGA. That ain't it at all. I mean, that's some of us, but ain't all of us. So most of us living in suburbia, right outside of big cities and little small towns outside of big cities. And we grew up with a real low self-esteem, never thought we'd amount to anything, probably because we was forced into some church ever since we was a little kid, and they told us that there was some red demon with a bifurcated tail and horns sticking out of his head that was going to come drag us down into the pits of hell if we ever did anything wrong and burn us in a lake of fire forever. That's probably what caused our low self-esteem right there. That should be considered child abuse to teach any child that anyway, don't you think? Anyway, so that's us, and what we did is we accidentally grew up, and we accidentally got us a job, and we started buying things. We financed us a house and a vehicle and bought all of our toys and our pew-pews, and then we felt like, hey, you know what? We're somebody now. We're real white Americans. That's real white America right there. We did it ourselves, patting ourselves on the back about how good of a job we did. I mean, we did it ourselves, and only we could do that. Nobody works as hard as us. That's what we think, and then we look across there and we see somebody without our skin complexion of the Caucasian persuasion, and they did all right for themselves too. Built themselves a pretty good life, and we automatically say, you know what? That's because they're on the government tit. That's my tax dollar is the reason why they got such a good life, because there ain't no way that they did it on their own, because they're lazy, they're sorry, and they're stupid. That's MAGA. It's racism is what that is. You call that racism. Hey, which is another acronym for us. That would be really angry, Caucasian, idiotic, sociopathic maniacs. Right there. Or we're just really angry, Caucasian, idiotic, sociopathic traitors. Either way, we're both. Pick one. Okay? So anyway, that's MAGA in a nutshell right there. We don't like those blue Smurfs. We want to wipe out the Smurf village because we don't believe in joy and unity. We are, cruel and divisive. That's us. All right? So D's nuts in your throat, bitch. Maggots. Inmate Trump 2024.